Hello, everyone out there, and thank you for tuning in to our Church with No Walls breaking news. And let me tell you, we have a few things to talk about. But first of all, I want to thank you all for your prayers and for everything that you have done. Thank you for the my 60th birthday party that was held at Roller-Rama. We had a great time. It was awesome. So thank all of you that have attended. And to thank those that had wanted to attend, I'm telling you, it was just awesome. Over 200 people was there, and people I ain't seen in a long time from the ghetto, from the country. You know how that is. And so we want to thank you for taking time out of your schedule. You didn't have to come, but you came. And then even if you did not get a chance to make it, we thank you for wanting to come and probably wasn't able to. But we want to thank you for just even considering coming. It was a great time. I really, really enjoyed it. Thank my wife, First Lady, and my kids and everyone for just making that such an awesome time. It was awesome. And then right after all that was over with, we hit the ground running. You know, we had a flight. We had a flight out to Washington, D.C. the next morning, which was about, we flew out about 5 o'clock. That means we had the party, and then that same early morning, we flew out to Washington, D.C., and let me tell you something. We had a great time there. I was trying to send you guys videos, and I was trying to send you guys photos of Washington, D.C., Virginia, all that is in the same area. And being able to just be away for 6 days, that turned into 7 days because we had a 2-hour layover in Colorado coming back in, Denver coming back in, but that's all good. But while we were there and getting a chance to see some of those exhibits, the Martin Luther King's statue, all of the monuments, the Abraham, just all of the White House and the Capitol building and all that. I've been a lot of places, but I've never been there. And so I thank God, after 60 years later, I had a chance to make it. And hopefully you guys, some were telling me that it's the way we were sending those videos and photos, that it seemed like you were there, and that's what our intentions was to get you to go see the Capitol building and go see what the men that fought in World War II and even some in World War I. And then we had a chance to go into the African American Museum. We had a chance to take pictures of all of that in there, 4 or 5 stories in there. And then we went to the Bible Museum, and that was another great place where a lot of exhibits are. And then we had a chance to, I was getting ready to go into the American Museum, but something happened. We didn't get a chance to go. But there's all types of museums and places that you can go and learn history. It was definitely a history experience. Then we went by the Pentagon and stuff, took pictures. And we could not take pictures on the Pentagon site, or we can take it on the freeway, just take it. That's why you saw it at a distance. But we did go on the site, and it's an awesome site where they have people when you go. And then we went down to the hood, hood meaning that the major part of Washington, D.C., where everybody is at. And all I saw was ambulance, police department, and fire trucks just going constantly. But it was a great time. Clean, Washington, D.C., where we were at was really a clean area. So I want to advise that if you haven't went anywhere, well, if you want to go somewhere that is exciting, you go there. We want to thank one of our relatives on that Saturday for taking us places we wouldn't even knew about, like going to Howard University. That wasn't on our calendar, on our radar. And he had some great restaurants down there. They had one restaurant called Ooh Ah. That's the name of it. Ooh Ah. And they got some good food there. Chicken and sweet potatoes and macaroni and cheese. Don't start getting hungry. I'm just mentioning a few things. But downtown DC, we went to Jambalaya. We went to a place that we had ate jambalaya while there was all this commotion. And there's a lot going on down there. So I want to let you know, thank you all for your prayers while we're there and your likes. And, I just want you to be able to go and just get away from Bakersfield. And I want to thank our church. While I was away, I want to thank all of our church staff that just handled I had a chance to, somebody said this. They said, y'all know Pastor is looking on our live stream. Yeah, I was looking on the live stream, but I wasn't looking that hard because we was in Mobile. We was on our way back, trying to get back to the airport and all that was going on. So we want to thank, I saw Minister Fry preaching a great message, and then Reverend Wilson came in and he preached, and we want to thank you all, everybody. The church was just so humbled, and church was just basically full, and everything just kind of went on. That's the way, my wife and I was just so excited about how Rising Star Church and the church family made sure that everything went well while we were gone for a much needed getaway. But then, once we got back, I'll have more to say about the trip. There's just so much to say. I don't want to just take the time to constantly talk about that, but I do want you to go. But when we were there, we had to get a chance to look into the church and saw what was going on. We thank Deacon Cecil and all the deacons and deaconess and trustees and our choir and praise team and just everybody. Ushers, y'all just done. Everyone, I don't want to call names, our music ministry and our media ministry. Thank all of you all so much for allowing us that were away and other people that are not here to be able to see our live stream in such a professional way. Y'all work so hard to do that, so we thank you all so much. So we hit the ground. Once we got back, we got back at 1 in the morning, 12:30, 1 o'clock Monday morning. Then we had to get ready for the homegoing. I was still kind of working it from Washington, D.C. for Deacon Hugo Henderson. We thank God that the services yesterday, I'm telling you, we thank God for our Rising Star Church family and how y'all worked hard. Hard. And those that came, took time from work, and you came, even if it came for a few minutes, or those that stayed, thank y'all so much. The Henderson family really appreciate you all coming. When someone have a loved one that passed away and they're immediate church members and stuff, I was trying to convey that when you tell someone you want to be there, that you have to work, and then you hear that so many times, so many people, that it kind of affects a person a little bit. I'm not saying that they said anything, but it really does, because this is a time that they bury their mom, their dad, and just seeing your faces. But we understand, school just started, and you have to be at work. You can't hardly get around it. But we thank you for even going to them, letting them know why you couldn't be there. But church was still full, and we had a great time. So thank you for your hospitality. So both on the homegoing for Deacon Henderson, we're going to miss him, I'm telling you. And then we got another homegoing that is coming up this Saturday at 10 o'clock, and that'll be for Deacon Roderick Bowie. That's two of our deacons that has passed away within the last month or so. So we're praying that we can get you all here this Saturday at 10 o'clock and show Sister Sandra Bowie and her children, Brandon and her kids. It's probably 25 years. And Deacon Henderson, the same way. They've been around a long time. So we work together daily and weekly, personally. So this is personal to me, and it's personal to our church family. So thank y'all so much for having that kind of love for people that pass away in this church. And by the way, if you go to this church, we're going to show you some love, because that's how this church is made up. We're a big family, and we can't come. We're going to let you know. We're going to send communication. We thank God for our great way of communicating through our app. If you don't have our app, you need to get it. If you go to this church, you need to get our app, because I canceled Bible study today at noon and at night, and choir rehearsal, because I need to get some rest. Just preached yesterday, and we got the service coming up Saturday, so we want to give everybody a break. We'll be up and running and ready to get back at it next week. But I just needed to, hit the ground, from the airplane to the funeral to all of this stuff that's going on. So pray for me. Bible studies are growing, and Bible studies are doubling. People are coming all over to both services at the noon and at the night services. They are going great. And I thank God, because we're able, because of the church and the way everything is set up, and we can cancel. And you know that when we were back in Wednesday Bible studies, that the people are coming right back. They're really pouring back into the service. And then we feed, we feed them, because they're getting out working, the kids are hungry and stuff. So on Wednesday day and Wednesday night, we do have a meal to give to them while we're teaching. So we thank God for all of that. So again, we're not having any classes tonight, any of that. enjoy the service. It's hot outside. It was nice in D.C. We're back. So just remember that we're not having any classes. And then listen, I want to thank those that I was just told just a little while ago that people have been coming by through the week and they have been wanting to drop off their tithe and offerings and stuff. Listen, it is okay to drop off your tithe and your offering in the metal mailbox that we have welded to our wrought iron gate. You can put your tithe and offerings in there and then send us an email, let us know it's there. If you don't, it's kind of hard to get it at. It's kind of hard to rip that off of weld it onto the wrought iron gate. But now if you want some crack or something, I'm just playing. You know something, you can't. Well, anyway, you get what I'm trying to say. So it's okay to do that. We almost rather you do that than to hand it to somebody you come to the door and you hand it to somebody because we don't know if it will ever get to the church. I know the kind of world we're in. Now, if it gets to any of our staff, we know that we are the most trusted trustees and deacons and church members, but still, you just never know what a person's mood is that day. So put it in the mailbox if you possibly can. But thank you so much for wanting to support this church because our offering had took a dip because of the summer and because of the virus and all that. So we need you all to continue giving so that we can keep this church afloating. All right, I want to make sure I put that out. Listen, don't forget this coming first Wednesday. This first Wednesday in September is, not Wednesday, but the first Sunday is Back to Church Sunday. All right, so the first Sunday in September, we want everybody back. We want you bring your visitors and all that for our 10 o'clock service. Of course, we're going to have communion and baptism. We've been baptizing every first Sunday, by the way. But this first Sunday, I'm sure we have baptisms, and we want you to invite someone to come to Back to Church Sunday, which is the first Sunday at 10 o'clock service in September, which is just a couple of weeks. All right, First Lady's preaching this Sunday. We're pumped up. I basically only preached, I think, one time at our service. That's all good. I need a break sometime, but I am preaching the homegoings yesterday and then this one Saturday. Pray for us also because guess what? I hate to say it, but we start back school tomorrow. We start back seminary, Bible college, Good News Bible College and Seminary. Accredited college, we start back. We've got another 9 months to do. I call it 9 months of doing time, I'm telling you, because thank God for my wife. She's there to help. We graduated, and now we get ready to finish this up. I need some help doing my thesis. My thesis is on grieving with grievers during the pandemic. That's what mine is on. So if you have some books you want to give me, I need to get some books together. I got to really get started on that thesis. I got to get my what they call a book review. Do a little outline on each one of the books that I'm going to be using as I do my thesis of 22,000, something like that, 22,000 some words. So we'll be doing that. So pray for us during these classes that starts back tomorrow. And then those of you that are also going to school, thank God that you're back in school. Be safe. Those of you going off to college, Bakersfield College or Cal State, we're praying that you would stay in school. It is a great thing to do. It's great. You're never too smart. All right, you're never too smart. So we want you to go back to school if you can. So we're looking forward. We're looking forward to it. Yeah. Just pray for us. But if you're looking for a school to go to, hit me up. I'll let you know. Give you the information. Good News Bible College and Seminary. You can go on. You can type that in on your system, and we got some great teachers. Don't cost a lot. And you can do that and just start out and go ahead and get your AA, your BA, your master's, your doctorate, or however you want to do it. It's just good to be. It does help. It does help. So we want to let you all know that. Don't forget, deacons and deaconess, that we're having a meeting the first Tuesday night at 6 o'clock. We're asking all deacons and deaconess to be. We want everybody there. We got to discuss some stuff. And we're trying to project the church for next year, so we want you to come. You may have some good ideas that can help this church be the success. We're still coming back out of the pandemic. We're not all the way back. So, excuse me, y'all. When you hear me doing this, because I got the nasal drip in the back of my throat, so when you hear me doing that, I'm not on no kind of drugs or nothing, but that kind of happens. So they kind of have to get it out of the back of my throat. So that's all I really wanted to share with you all. Thank you so much for your prayers. Continue praying for this church. Continue praying for all of the churches that are standing Continue praying for those pastors and members that are just trying to keep their church going. It is not easy. Don't let anybody tell you that it is easy to keep a worship service going. It has its ups and downs, but God is still good. And God is able to keep us from falling. While we were in Washington, D.C., I saw a little area at the Bible National Museum where they had a whole bunch of Bibles that were burned up. People were trying to stop the church from down through the years. And they've always come up against the church, but no weapon formed against the church shall be able to prosper. And you should know that. They've been trying to stop churches down through the years. The pandemic is really trying to stop churches because people can literally go back, but they still want to be on Zoom and live stream. But if you're able to go to church, it's nothing better than being in person. In person is nothing better. And you need to come in and go back to your church or this church or any church anyway. All right. Thank you all for tuning in. Hopefully everything was clear. I saw a couple of glitches. Hopefully it's pretty much clear, this live stream, so that you can get the gist of everything. Again, remember, this Saturday at 10 o'clock, Deacon Bowie is homegoing. Once you're here at 10. Then don't forget about Sunday morning Sunday school. The new books are in. Sunday school books, they're in. Thank God for our great teachers. Thank you all so much for teaching and different things. It means so much for our 8:45 Bible studies. We do everything early here. We are at church at 11:30 on Sundays. So we don't be hanging around. Well, they do hang around. Sometimes I can't get them out of the church after church because they love the fellowship after church. And I love that. I don't like anybody running nobody off and clicking off lights and stuff, because that's the time really for us. You just never know. People might be going through something. They waited to after service because they wanted to talk to somebody. So you got to be real careful that you don't just start turning off lights and flicking off stuff because you want to leave. All right, we do need to do that, but in a tactful way. All right, so thank you so much. Love you all. Continue praying for my wife. Continue praying for myself. Continue praying for the church. Continue praying for just everyone that make this church the church with no walls. We'll see you, and God